Hey, Amy, how you doing, huh? Hope you're having a good morning. Excuse me. Yeah, still got that stuff trapped in my head. Going to do a little bit of cleanup. Get ready to start doing some kind of build. Yeah, I'm doing much better. Excuse me, I'm getting over that flu finally. Still got a little bit of it, but as far as how I feel great. Head's starting to clear up and everything, so yeah, I'm doing great. It'll be kind of boring for a little while. I can't run no damn tools. Let's see, I get this unplugged. I got you locked down. No. Come on, table. All right. Yeah. Just thought I'd throw on live while I goof off in here for a little while. I appreciate it, Blake. Good morning. How you doing this day? Hope you're having a good day. Be safe there at work, buddy. Oh, it's all good, Joseph. Appreciate you popping in, brother. We won't be able to really run any tools. If I kick this thing on, it kicks my Wi-Fi stuff off. I wanted to clean up after all the mess I've made here a while back. I never got out here and cleaned. Just trying to get some watch hours. Amy, have you got all your watch hours? Have you got your 3,000 watch hours? I was running Bice's hours up. I let it run out here for 2 days. So I come out here this morning. I just turned him off. Let's see, today's Thursday. So I let him run all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and until just, I don't know, about 10:15 this morning. So that'll help him on his watch hours. That's cool, Joe. Okay, Amy. Just want to make sure I know you was watching mine, and I wanted to reciprocate the. Appreciate it. We're getting oh, there it is. You know, it's hot. I come out here last night to shoot my mail call video, and it was still 94 degrees in here at 8 or 8:30, whatever time it was. I come out here last night. Yeet! What's up, buddy? Glad you could join us. Hope you're having a good morning. Wrong pocket. Just killing some time. Thought I'd just go live. I didn't see any woodworkers or anything on live, so I thought, well, I'll just pop on here, get me some watch time. And won't be able to run any tools. I still ain't got my power hooked up. Every time I say I'm gonna go get my wire, I never have the extra cash to go get it. The damn wire is expensive. I'm about tempted to start running a damn generator. Build me a little place outside out here and run the power off that generator. Cut down on the electric bill, I know that for sure. And I know this motor is dual capacity. It can run either 120 or 230, 240. I could even do that if I hadn't wanted to. Build me a little shelter outside to put it in. Brian Jones, good morning, brother. How you doing? Hope you're having a good morning. Tim, morning, brother. Watched your video the other day. Got you a nice shop getting started there, brother. I'm envious. It's nice. I kind of wish I'd have got me a big varnish style back before I bought this thing. Yeah, come on now. Back then, I never thought about being on YouTube neither. So, you know, hindsight 2020. That's nice. You'll have you a really nice shop and you get her all set up the way you want her. You know, got my box of wood in from Craig Elliott yesterday. Finally, had, I don't know how many people watched that mail call. Put the mail call video up last night. He sent it to me last week and supposedly got delivered to me on Friday, the 17th. I never received it. Come to find out, the mail carrier wasn't my normal mail carrier because my normal mail carrier is off on Fridays. And so the box got delivered to somebody else. So I called the post office, give them the tracking number. So they was going to try to figure it out. I called them Monday because I spoke with Craig when he asked me about it. Did I get that box? And I said, no, I hadn't got received. Because he told me, he said it got delivered, set by the garage or other door. I said, well, I don't have a garage and only got two doors, one in the front, one in the back. And so he says, well, I'm just going to file a claim on it. You know, you had the insurance on it or whatever you get on it, claim insurance, whatever. You come find out he can't do nothing for 15 days after the shipping date. Well, anyway, so I called my post office and said something about it. That's when I found out that it was the other mail carrier was filling in for my normal mail carrier. So I had to wait till Tuesday for the regular mail carrier, or Monday. No, Tuesday, because I spoke with him on Monday. For the regular mail carrier to see if they find out where they dropped it off. Because he could tell, you know, when they drop a package off like that, they know the GPS spot of where it got dropped off at. And so yesterday I called back and they still hadn't figured out where it was. And they say they think they knew where it was going to be because Snooty Fox gets a lot of packages. Well, when he said Snooty Fox, I knew exactly where it was. They just lived one street, one road over. And my wife went to school with the lady that owns Snooty Fox, which Snooty Fox is, they buy those return pallets, things like that, from like Target, Sam's Club, stuff like that. So, and they got a big store in on up towards Middleburg, towards town. So my wife, I don't know her personally. My wife went to high school with her. So wife jumped in the truck, went over there, asked her about it. Yeah, I got it right here. Brought it back home to me. So all good. Got it back. Yeah, most people here are already subbed to each other. If they're not, but yeah, I got my wood. And he sent me some nice chunk of maple, nice chunk of cherry. Got me a couple pieces of walnut. Sent me some cutting board cut-offs. It's got walnut and ash in it. Nice piece of Purple Heart. It's got some nice color in it. So here, after a while, if I can handle the heat, which I may not, we're under heat advisory. Supposed to get up to real field. Supposed to get up like 108 today. I may get out here and start milling some of this down and get ready to start building a couple boxes or something. All right, let me get over here. Turn y'all around so I can see you at least see me. Y'all don't think I'm a ghost around in here. Yeah, he's leaving today to go to Ormond Beach, which is actually not real far from me. It's probably about 2 hours from me down there on the coast. They're taking a vacation, and his son, they got invited to go to space camp down there at the Kennedy Space Center. So that'll be a cool thing for his son. So they'll come down there, having a good time down there on the coast. Said they're going to be gone for 2 weeks. So. They're getting into the hottest part of the year, so they'll probably be in the water a lot. And hopefully we don't have no hurricanes decide to pull them up and come in and ruin their vacation. Knock on wood. So far we've been fortunate. Ain't had no tropical depressions or nothing come through. What's everybody else been up to other than work? And man, I got a lot of dust in here. Whew. I might do a major cleaning one day. Right now I'm just trying to pick up the area I got to walk in. Get the chunks picked up out of this because it won't pick up chunks. Red's Workshop. Hey, all the way from the UK. What's going on, Red? Hope you're having a good. It's early morning there, right? Well, Amy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your live. I didn't see anybody live when I jumped on. Oh, it's PM over there. I thought you guys were just a few hours ahead of us. I'm right. Oh well, I never could do it. Hello, morning, brother. How you doing this morning? I appreciate it though, Amy. Every little bit counts. You don't even know what I'm up to nowadays. I wait a minute. Gotta go content. Gotta go YouTube Studio for that. 486 by last count as of the 18th. So a week ago. I'm bald. It's high Plato, and it translated it to I'm bald. High bald. Oh wow. You're in Orlando, Brian? I knew there was somebody that was down just south of me. Orlando's about 2 hours from me. I gotta take my glasses off. I sweat. That's an appropriate translation of the nickname. Yeah. So now we just got to start calling Plato naked or bald. Autocorrected. Plato. Autocorrect got me. That's funny. I was going to say, you said you just drive over to him. Northeastern Indiana. I was born in Columbus, Indiana, just south of Indianapolis. We lived there till I think I was about 11 years old when we moved down to St. Cloud. If anybody's ever heard of Kissimmee, which you'll see a lot on Disney commercials, Kissimmee, Orlando, Kissimmee. Hey, Curmudgeon, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Right now, I'm just kind of sweeping up some stuff because when I go live, I can't run my table saw stuff, so I'm just cleaning up and goofing off and picking things up from how I left a disaster over a week ago. And messing around. I'm going to use my little shop vac dustpan, which I had going to make a better one, but I just haven't got to it yet. Because I figured out after I made this one what I should do to make it better. Nobody's ever seen this thing. It works pretty good for the most part. I just figured out some things to make it better. One thing, I got to make it wider and put me a handle on it. It ain't gonna pick up them pieces. And wider in the front and narrower in the back. Other than that, it worked pretty good. For the most part. I seen somebody make one, but he made a big one. Put magnets in it and everything else. Then I'll put a handle on it. But I made that just mainly for my joiner, catch the chips so it didn't throw them all over so I could set it right at the end so it didn't throw the chips all over my shelves over there. But yeah, we'll make one that's kind of like a dustpan in a way, and then put a handle on it. Yeah, St. Cloud's to the east of Kissimmee, and that's where I grew up. Chat disconnected. Are we all still together here? Oh, even kicking that on disconnecting my Wi-Fi, making my Wi-Fi restart. The only thing that saved me was the phone, probably staying connected. That's weird. Okay, that's what I mean. Too much draw, and I put up a new light. It looks like it's helped a little bit. I'm putting up another light, which I really don't like because it's yellow light there. And those are actually outdoor lights that I put up. I got another one that I thought about putting up because I got another key where had 2 keyless light fixtures in here when I bought the place. And then I put up the strip lights when I got it. But I thought about, I got another one of those outdoor fixtures I can put right there to shine that way. Thought it might help. These one reds. I don't know why it does that. That's weird. Yeah, I used to work in Kissimmee and everything when Disney, because that was back in the early 70s. Worked as an electrician when I was real young. My dad was a master electrician. So we did a lot of work on a lot of motels along the strip. And with that 192 that runs towards Disney from St. Cloud, actually take you all the way over to coast to Cocoa. That's how we used to get to Cocoa Beach. Yeah, Plato. No, ain't gonna be no strip pole in here. But I think I'm gonna go with getting some of those LED strip lights and put on. And I got these vertical or horizontal strengthening ties they got right here, where that's exactly 8 foot. And I thought about putting some strip lights, like maybe on 2 of them over here and 2 of them over here, because all I'm going to do eventually is just put some insulation up there. I'm not going to actually cover it, and probably run some wire across it to hold it up. I got 5 miles of hot fence wire down there that I have, and I got a lot of it left over from when I had the horse, and I can use that and use screws to hold that insulation up there when I do insulation. And then I can put me some strip lights, maybe a couple down here and a couple down on that end. Because this halogen lights put off a lot of heat. And I tried finding some replacement bulbs to put in it that were LED, but I couldn't find none that were really bright enough. So I probably won't keep that up there for long. If the lights quit working, then I'll get rid of it. I mean, it helped brighten it up down here, and it seems like it's not doing that not flicker, but in and out of the light like it was earlier. Yeah, I've seen guys with having them up, and it seems like there's a much brighter, nice bright light. Man, it's hot, guys. Got that heat advisory going on. Oh, also, man, anybody wants to, let me get this right here. Sticker swap. I still got some. Just send me an email. Mr. Bice in the house. What's going on, Bice? Good morning. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're having a good morning. Yeah, if anybody has stickers, want to do sticker swap, hit me up. There's my email. I'm glad you are. I was telling him earlier, I had your playlist going for 2 days. Wednesday, what's today? Today's Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday until 10:30 this morning. Had it run the whole time. Try to get your hours up. But I'm not doing nothing fancy this morning. Just had to do some cleanup from where I left this place a wreck before I got the flu and hadn't gotten back out here and cleaned up. Where'd my little dustpan go? There it is. I even found out that even if I turn my shop back on, it kills the Wi-Fi. So I can't win for losing right now. $1,900, that's good. Come next time they do an upgrade, you should have, well, I don't know how many hours that would give you if I ran it for 2 days solid. Yeah, never ending, Plato. Yes, sir, never ending. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with all my scrap lumber. A lot of it I can burn off because it ain't really reusable, but some of it I got to hold on to because there's some things I can reuse or something. Mostly pine. The hardwood scraps I keep in little bins over there. Yeah, he's got to have 3,000. He's at 1,900. Last time he looked, he said. So, and I don't know how many, what day. Mine shows it was updated to 18th. So that was, what's this? Today's the 23rd. Calvin Cooper in the house. Good morning, Calvin. Hope you're having a good day. And then I told the wife start saving 2-liter bottles because our planters dry out so fast, and because it's so hot, I got to make her some waterers. So I'm going to drill some holes in the lid so that you got the seeps water in there. Maybe they won't start wilting so fast, because I can water them in the mornings like I do, and before 2 o'clock in the afternoon they're already wilting. So I'm going to try this. We're going to see. You can go buy the ones, you fill them up into the bulbs, and you stick them in there. They don't work. They don't last long enough. So I'm going to try this. All right, Red, I appreciate you stopping in, brother. You have a good day. Evening for you. Community in the house. Good morning, community. Hope you're having a good day. And then I got to start getting back out here in the evening. Hell, Vice. Yeah, I thought about that. Then I was like, no, I better not do that. I hear that, Calvin. I hear that, brother. Sometimes it's difficult. It's like I look at this wood that I got, and I'm like, how do I want to cut this stuff up and use it? And like my walnut, it's only 3/4 of an inch thick. So if I rip it down, it's going to be less than 3/8 of an inch thick. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And, this piece is fairly good chunk. This piece is a little bit smaller. So I don't know. And then I can rip down close to where it lightens up. Give it a little bit of color difference. This one here is fairly straight down there. We'll see that. And my maple, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's like 1.5 inches thick. that cherry, it's got a little bit of figure to it. If anybody, I don't know if anybody's watched that mail call, but it's got a little bit of figure to it. And pretty cool. And then that knot, I want that knot to be in there and something. So I got to make sure when I cut it, I want to make sure I can incorporate that knot into it. I like that. Yeah, it's really nice. Zeb. Oh, she won't, Brad. I guarantee you she won't. Brother, she'll break out in tears when you show her that. I guarantee it. Especially with that letter that you talking about. Yeah. She'll bust out in tears. And she's gonna hug your neck hard. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah, Vice getting him a nice workshop now. He's gonna be set up. I'm so happy for him. That's awesome. That is awesome. I don't know if another person is more deserving than that. Well, Mr. Bice, you got awesome content, make some awesome items in that little garage of his. I got to try to start getting mine out for sale. Amy just went live. She's going to turn a pin. Y'all want to jump over to help her out? Just fine with me. Yep. Madrano. Hey, brother, how you doing this morning? Hope you're having a good day. Hey, Jen. Thanks for stopping in. I didn't even notice you had been here. Sorry. You have a good day. Hope you stay cool. Oh, you haven't seen that video, have you, Plato? It's just no saying that we had, back when I had the kids were little and stuff, and I'll be getting ready to jump in a truck, go somewhere or something like that, and kids, I want to go, and it even started well before that when I was a kid around my grandpa and stuff, like that, or get your happy ass in the truck, let's go. That's what it came from. You're welcome, Jen. You have a good one, sweetie. That's what it came from. Is it it's just a phrase that we used. My grandpa used it on me. Even my dad used it on me. Just bring your happy ass along, and that's how it got started. And I had a hard time trying to come up with the name. And I couldn't use what I wanted to use as far as incorporate. I wanted to incorporate Middleburg into it where I live, but all what I wanted to use was already used up by other woodworkers in around here. So I couldn't do that, and I didn't want to try to use something that didn't sound right or anything like that. So I come up with that. What did you do, Madrano? I must have missed that. You saying something about it somewhere. You cut a finger off? Super glue will put them right back on. But yeah, that's how I got the name, that. And then, oh wait, can you see? Like, you know, Bice has got the piece of ash, and he smacks that ash. He just like to smack that ass. I even got a short where I had this on my head. It gets hot in there though. I keep putting it on. Well, I'll be glad when I can get. I might start doing my stuff late at night, and I hate it because it's about the time I want to be out here is when like BV's on, and I don't want to try to take away from him, or and I like watching BV and everything like that. So, oh damn, brother, I got a scar. I don't know if it'll show up on here. See that white spot right there? Which it was much bigger previously. I was working underneath the trailer with the angle grinder, and it caught. The blade had chipped, and it caught, and it ran up my arm. And that's what that scar there's from. I know what you're talking about. You got the worst end of it. I got lucky. All it did was just skin my arm up. But it hurt like hell. It was much worse in the beginning than it is right now. Yeah, that white scar right there. Yep. Damn, brother. I feel for you. I ran in the house. I actually had grabbed a damn red shop towel and put over it just because that's all I had around me at the time. And run in the house and told the wife, hey, I need your help. What'd you do now? She freaks out when I get hurt. I'm used to it. Well, I had one time, got these bad scars on this elbow. This is back when I was still working framing houses. And guys were cutting the corners off the plywood, and we put the plywood on the roof. And they're supposed to catch them. And the guy didn't catch it. And I was walking by, and they hollered. About time they hollered, here it come off the edge of the roof. And I managed to get my arm up over my head. And the plywood slid right down my damn arm. Yeah, hopefully you'll have be able to use the damn thing. Might be kind of stiff. But what did they tell you anything about how will you be able to use it, or is it going to be one of them thumbs that just you'll be able to move it like this and that's it? You won't be able to bend it. I hear that, Plato. Just a tad short. I've still got all my digits. I haven't had any. I've had a razor knife. I took a hacksaw across my thumb, but that was back when I was like 18, working, doing electrical work, trying to cut a piece of metal flex, and it skipped on me where I was trying to cut it before I could break it. And the hacksaw skipped on me and jumped up on top of my thumb. That cut down, you can see the bone when I cut it. We just put a piece of that cotton's, not a cotton swab, but the gauze. Put a piece of cotton gauze on it, wrapped it in electrical tape, and went on about it. Bended it. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured. That's what I was thinking. It'd probably just be like that. We had a guy I worked for. This is up in Indiana back when I was in my 30s. That worked for the guy that I was helping out in a slump. I was in between houses when I was a framing contractor, subcontractor, should I say. I was in between houses and I went to help a guy that I had worked for in my younger years. And he always used, uh, oh shit, can't bring it to mind, the long ass saws. Uh, Damn it, I can't bring up what they're called. But the blades on the left hand side, you know, they're long ass skill saws, and the handles in the back. Can't remember exactly what they're called. Real heavy saw. But anyway, he was cutting, and for some reason he was holding onto the board like this, trying to cut something. And that saw grabbed and come back across and cut off. And the only thing that's held it together was a piece of flesh in his watch band, and that was because his watch band, it caught right to the edge. It caught the back of his watch band back here, and the piece of flesh right here was holding it together. Other than that, his hand was dangling. That was gross. We had to rush him to the hospital. And Meinhardt, good morning, brother. How you doing this morning? They took that saw down when they left the job site. He stopped at the river there in town, grabbed that saw and flung that sucker out in the middle of the river. Never seen that saw again. Worm drive, yeah, there you go. Had a blank. Yeah, worm drive saw, yeah. You know, angle grinders, I try not to use mine unless I have to. That's what I should use to sharpen my lawnmower blades, but I use my bench top. I'd much rather use that bench top. At least all it's going to do is throw that blade back at me, you know, hit me in the legs or something like that. It ain't going to fly off and hit me, because that going across my arm, that stung. And I know Madrano, I know that hurt taking the damn thumb off. Yeah, I don't have a Dremel. I need one, but I don't have. I like to have one. I like to do a little bit of carving on some things, just to get some detail in a couple things. But other than that, I don't really need one. But I wouldn't mind having one. Oh hell, you should have heard him that night. That troll was in BV's. I guarantee you, he stood up out of that chair. He was pissed. If he could have reached through the damn screen, grabbed that man. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. I can't even remember what it was all about. That guy was pissing Zach off. What did I do with my drill bits? Oh, there they are, hidden back here. And that's only because he was being stupid. I hear you, Zach. Yeah. About as bad as healing from a third-degree burns and stuff like that, where they got to put that mesh on you and healing and all that shit. I imagine. I hear that's one of the worst things you'd ever go through is third-degree burn, and then grafting skin and everything like that. I hear that, Meinhardt. I think I'm gonna try making me one. I've seen all kinds of little videos where they take and strap a drill down, and yeah. So I don't know if it'll work or not. We'll see one day. And I don't know. We'll see. I ain't gonna be able to do it like that. Yeah, lathe. I mean, I'm sure I can do it. It's not a matter of doing it or not, but I'm gonna put one right in the center. I'm gonna put another one over here. Another one over here. And then we'll see how that drips and how that'll do. They still put them little rubber things on the inside of these. Yep, we'll get that out of there. Yeah, I haven't seen one where they use a vise yet, but I've seen one where they've taken some one by and made a saddle that you stick the drill in right here. Then it had a hose clamp went around it, and they used a bolt and just put a sharp point on the end of the bolt there, and then on the other end, they basically did the same thing. They got two bearings, and they used the two pieces of one by and glued them together and put a bearing on each side and put another bolt and sharpened the point of it. Now you can't create, what's that they use on where they cut the end round and then it grabs it. You can't do nothing like that. I don't know exactly what it's called. Well, the way I look at how they're doing it, what it's going to do is, if anything, it's going to flip that tool out of your hand. You know, when you're holding that tool down, you're like this. As long as you don't have anything in front of that bar, the worst it can do to me is that I see is it's going to flip up. You know, flip the tool out of there. So it all depends on the grip you got on the tool. And then with the 1/4 horsepower, I think you'd stop the wood faster than you would it trying to flip you out. So I don't know. I know I was looking at one, but the bed of it's only like 6 inches. So I didn't think that would be big enough. And I was talking with some people the other morning when I did a live, and they said that ain't very big at all. I'd want to go a little bit bigger. So I probably wanted like a 12-inch bed. That way, if I want to do beds or something, pins, or maybe some small spindles or something to do some decoration on some like birdhouses or something like that. I'm gonna put like a front porch, do some nice little pretty spindles for railing or something like that. Is what I was thinking of. I don't need a big one. I'm not going to get in trying to turn bowls and cups and all that stuff. Will a Coke lid fit on a Mountain Dew lid on bottle? Yeah, well, let's see how much that drips. Yeah, it don't drip too bad. It'd probably drip a lot worse if I put a hole in the top of the bottle. But anyway, yeah, okay. That might work. We'll have to give that a try after a while. See how the wife likes it. See if it lasts, how long it lasts. That's my thing, is how long it lasts. Yeah. Lots of luck, my heart. Laughing out loud. It's more like a 1.5 horsepower, my heart. Yeah, I mean, I started looking up on uh, Facebook, looking at lathes, and there's some nice ones people's got. If there's one, it's a jet, got the stand and everything. Wouldn't have to have a bench or nothing, and it won like $450 for it. I don't know the exact numbers on how big it was or anything like that. I can't remember all that, but yeah, it was nice, and they selling the tools with it and everything. Now I don't know how good the tools were that he was offering and that stuff, but it but I don't have. I'd have to get rid of all my shelving and stuff like that, and can't do that. I got to get a figure on this one wall over here. Once I get to the point where I get the insulation in it, this wall over here. Once I get the insulation in it, I'm gonna do the French cleats across it and make me some hangers to put my wood up on, lay my wood up on. Uh, Down the road, eventually, hopefully, I'll have that done before too long. Yeah, it'd be cool. Vice get him a nice big workshop. Be what, three, 4 times bigger than what he's got to work with now. Does the house have a garage on it so you can put the go in it? 2 acres. That's nice. It's nice. Well, at least you'll be able to, or yeah, put the Bronco in there and not have to share with it anymore. That's cool. That's cool. It'd be nice. So glad you're getting able to being able to move up. Get you some nice workbench space. That'd be great. No, that's just nothing I need to be concerned with. Moving on up to the east side. Okay, well, let's see. What can I do now without having to use power tools? Uh, I got to get me 3 more subs so I can do my 200 person, the 200 sub giveaway. Does it have? Well, it's away from the house a little bit, right? So it's not attached directly to the house. So it probably has its own panel. So I'm pretty sure you'd be able to add 240 easily, unless it just has a small breaker box. Yeah, so it's fed separately. That's what I wanted to do here, but they wouldn't do it. They wanted me to do an $800 upgrade on the house, on the outside of the house, to be able to run wire to this. And I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I got room in the panel in the house that I'll just do. The hard part's getting underneath the house. And, yeah, it could be sub paneled off the house. Yeah, it's like this one here, just a metal shell. Because I had started insulating it. That's what's behind the metal. It's all insulated behind that. And then COVID hit and prices skyrocketed. And it's kind of hard to afford all that stuff. A bag of good insulations, about $120. The foam insulation ain't no cheaper. I tried checking into that. My best solution I came up with was a generic blow-in insulation, and it's green. I forget exactly what it's called. Come on, here on this one. There you go. Sound thermal fire, green fiber. And you buy it. It comes in 25-pound bags. And they got one that's pest sound and thermal. It's a couple dollars more to help keep pests out too. And I don't know how far one bag would go. I didn't ever check into that, but I thought that might be a solution. I hear you, Brian. Yeah, that spray foam's expensive. You can buy the cans you can do yourself, but the coverage on it's not real good because you got to spray it like an inch thick, and then you got to let it set, and then you got to come back and spray it again, and you got to wet it You got to dampen everything before you spray it on there for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it helps it stick. No, you just got to spray it with some water, Plato. Is what way I looked at it when I read on it the directions how to use it. You got to dampen it down. But like mine, if you look, I've had this shed for about, let's see, what's this, 6? I got this shed in 20. You see all this is just laying on it. So I'd have to completely clean all that off and then spray it down with water and then spray it with the foam. There's a lot of work goes into it. Now that spray foam, if you hire the contractors to come in and use that white foam that really expands, I've seen those guys come into a house and they insulate that house. This is when I was framing before I fell and got hurt over in Lake City. We did a house for a guy. They come in and spray, and all they had to do was spray the roof. They come in, they sprayed that roof, and they was out of there in about 45 minutes. He walked upstairs, started spraying in them spots. That was it. It was done. I think it took them longer to set up than it did to insulate the roof of that house. Yeah, I can watch people work all day. Hell yeah. But like, I don't know. I guess it always depends on where you live on prices of insulation. Oh, come on. You ain't going to give me no examples? Let me see here. Come on. I don't want foam board. I want R19 to 21. That insulation craft. You gotta have the craft face. I don't want to deal with it. That's R30. I don't want R30. Come on, here. It's R30. I can't use R30. It's too thick. 2 to 4 walls. And that's 15-inch walls. That's 15-inch walls. That's 15-inch walls. Quit changing the picture when I touch it. 15. There we go. That's R30. I want R13 and 24. There we go. A bag of the craft faced R19 for this is a bag of it is $100, and that will cover come on, give me the description. 135.13, we'll say 135 square foot. So 12 foot by 12, well, 8 foot by 10, that's 80, 12, that's 96. So if you got 8 foot walls, it's going to be about, what, 15 foot of wall. Curmudgeon, okay. Have a good one, brother. Hope you have a good day, the rest of your day. So about 15 foot for $100. I guess that probably wouldn't be too bad. The price has come down since the last time I checked, though. I haven't checked for a long time. My brain ain't working. My calculator ain't working in my brain this morning. It's 120, so no. Okay, back that out of there. It's roughly 16 foot of an 18-foot or 8-foot tall wall, 17-foot long is one bag of that would cover. But I guess for $100, that ain't too bad. It's $98 and some change, and it wouldn't be too bad. A little cheaper than the. Now that's a different type of insulation than the last time I looked and I seen. And if they have it, do they even have it? See, I'd have to have this delivered. They don't even have pickup available. They don't keep it in the store, so I can't just go run and grab it. That's a bad thing about some of the stuff. They give you a low price, but you got to wait on it. 600 square foot, yeah. So you're looking at what I say, that was 135 square foot of coverage. Oop, clear that out of there. You need about 4.5 bags, so you have to get 5 bags to do your area. Yeah, $490. So yeah, just a little over $500. Yep. Mine, I don't. Let's see. I got 2, 4, 6. There's 8 more foot there, and then it's 12 foot. So I got roughly 17 foot there because I'm only 7 foot tall at the ends. It's only 8 foot tall right directly in the middle. So there's what I say, it's about 18 foot, 17 foot, and that's 24 foot, or yeah, 24 foot there. 24, what I say, 18, 24, 8, 12, 30, 40, 42 foot, and then another 12, maybe 42, 56. Yeah, so 56 foot I gotta have, 56 foot length. Divide that by it's 448, so I'm about the same boat. It'll take me about $500 because I still got to get behind this diamond plate they put up around my door. I still got to get behind it to insulate it. Yeah, that's true, Vice. Yeah. All right, Brian. Have a good one, brother. Be safe out there in the shop. Think of your audience. Yeah, he probably won't say nothing else, Brian. Unless they're chubby chasers. chubby bunnies. In the rodeo, we used to call them buckle bunnies. Who else left? Who did I miss leaving? Oh, Curmudgeon. I said bye to him. I'm gonna refresh my run. Looks like I've got a little bit of lag. I don't know if I do or not. We're live. Come on. I don't want to go back to the beginning. There we go. That's cool, Brian. That's cool. To a father figure, yeah. I've lost so damn much weight. I put some back on though a little bit, but I'm putting it on in the wrong spot. I hear you, boys, brother. If I could get it from you, I would. But I want it back in the right spots, not just here. But of course, you know, after my accident, I don't do what I used to do, so I don't work like I used to. Mohawk, good morning, brother. How you doing this morning? Glad you can make it in. Yeah, I used to weigh 203. I got down to 169, and I'm back up to 188. So I'm working on it. Working on it. I think getting out and doing mowing the yards and getting back out to doing things. I'm not super active. You know, I'm not going out and running around the block and stuff like that, but just being out and doing things has helped me a lot. Well, you're just naturally a big guy, Bice. That's just you. Yeah, I was 203 for several years, since high school until 2018 or 17 when I fell. It was 17, yeah, 17 when I fell, and then I slowly lost the weight, but I couldn't do much. I couldn't, hell, I could hardly walk on the damn leg. And then the vertigo, I couldn't even get back up. I tried going back to work right after that. I couldn't get back up on the walls and nothing. And of course, I quit smoking. That might be helping. I quit smoking a year ago, March. So weighed 180, had hair when you met her. Did she slap you right after you said that? Milwaukee. Not so. What's going on, brother? How you doing this morning? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I mean, I smoked for 46 years. And, you know, the funny thing about it is where we got our cigarettes all the time down to the little liquor store, we went to get cigarettes and they didn't have the brand we normally smoke. And so we had to go actually got Marlboro, and I lit one up one morning, started getting sick. I said, nope, I'm done. And that was at 4:30, March 18th at 4:30 in the afternoon. That was the last cigarette I ever had. It's March 18th, 4:30 p.m. last year. Yep. And I've tried dozens of times. Now I still nicotine. I gotta have my nicotine. I haven't broke that yet. I'm working on it. I'm slowing down. Matter of fact, I think this is the first one I've grabbed since I've been out here. So I've been on here for over an hour, and I haven't put. This is the first one I'm putting in my mouth. I'm doing good. JTC's here. Where's JTC? There he is. JTC, good morning, brother. How you doing this morning? Hope your day is going well. Thank you for being here. Oh, that's good, Bice. That's good. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I drank real bad, real bad. I started drinking. I think when they took me off the bottle, I started drinking. But it was always around me. Now, my dad wasn't an alcoholic. My mom wasn't an alcoholic. My grandpa was an alcoholic. So I believe I brought that in. That got it into me. I remember one time when I was young, 8, 9 years old, somewhere in there. I can't remember the exact year. I went to town with my grandpa, and the bar that he went to play cards at was right across the street from an arcade. He gave me a $20 bill, so go play cards. When if you run out, come back over, knock on the door, holler for me. So I'm over at the arcade playing video games, shooting pool stuff. And it used to be an old grocery store, butcher market, stuff like that. And I'm watching out the window. Grandpa comes out. He's with some other guy, and they're drunk. You can tell they're kind of stumbling off. They're walking down through there. They jump in that guy's car and leave. I'm like, what the hell? Luckily, my bicycle was in the back of my grandpa's truck, and my grandparents on my dad's side just lived in town. So I had to ride my bicycle to my other grandparents' house to get hope mom and dad don't come get me. My grandmother, I thought she was going to kill my grandpa. That was all messed up. Do you chew Play-Doh? Bored and slow, sucks sitting behind the desk, waiting on 2 trucks to come get it loaded. Work at a warehouse, Joseph. Why does it? Oh, I don't understand that. What the hell does that symbol even mean? She was 15. She bet me $20 I couldn't smoke one. I did. Took the $20, told my dad, and she got her ass whooped twice. That's funny, Brian. That's funny. I think I was 12. The first cigarette I had. Got sicker than a dog. Sicker than a dog. It's hard for me to keep up with everybody. Well, that's good, Play-Doh. I don't drink coffee now. In the wintertime, when we get to real cold weather, I will drink a cup of coffee. Well, I say a cup. I got a tumbler, 32-ounce tumbler, and that I'll drink that of a morning. Cameron, good morning. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Usually I'll drink that just to kind of warm my insides up a little bit, and that's it. Mims, welcome in. Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, auto translate. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't see that? Joseph said Paleto. It's got that auto trans symbol and it says naked. It did it with Joseph earlier, Joseph Emmons earlier, saying that Cameron right there said the same thing. Weird. All right, Brian, you too, brother. Have a good day. Stay cool and safe. Hope to see you soon. Not doing much, just hanging out here today. I had to clean up from a mess I left out here over a week ago. Still ain't got it 100%, but just killing time. Thought I'd do a live. I know Amy's running a live right now too, so you just go over and show her some love if you want to. Won't hurt my feelings. Can't hurt my feelings. I don't have feelings. Oh, earlier, Vice, I think it's right after you stepped away because you had a phone call. I told him, I said, you got that piece of ash. You smack that ash. I smack that ass. Yeah, I know, Joseph. Is that right? But I'm gonna try to start getting back out here in the evenings, and now that I'm feeling better and don't feel like my head's going to explode. And I got some good woods. I've had that great big piece of cherry over there. Of course, I always let it sit till now that I got a planer. I just got to get it cut down, ready to run through the planer. Get it ready to run through the planer. And the joiner, I can do that and run this stuff through there and figure out what I'm going to do with these pieces here of walnut. Thought about just making like some coasters or something, because I got these pieces of walnut and ash that come off a cutting board, and thought I could slice them down the middle, make them a little thinner. There was I think they're like 1.5 inches thick. Yeah, they're like 1.5 inches thick. I could probably cut them down twice, making some. I'd make them about like 3/8 of an inch thick. Do you think that'd be all right for coasters, or should they be thicker for coasters? If I cut it down once, it'd be a little less than 3/4. With my blades like 3/16 thick. It'd be just a little bit less than 3/4 thick. Then I could cut them into some slices and turn them around and make them checkerboard style like. Joseph Keller, how you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good morning. Joseph Emmons is back. Welcome back, Joe. I'm not exactly sure. I got to get back to making me some boxes and stuff, and if I ever get over the hump, I've been at 197 for a week. So can't pick up them 3 extras, hitting 200. I'm gonna have me a live giveaway of some stuff I've made. I've got several little projects I've made, stuff I got put away. So celebrate hitting 200, and hopefully after that I go a little higher, a little faster. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like that 200, hitting that 200 has been hard. And then this last week I was, had the flu and everything like that, and I wasn't even hardly on. I didn't even hardly touch YouTube. Every once in a while I jump on and try to watch a couple shorts or something like that for people and videos, whatever, but hell, it hurt to even watch my damn phone. And but yeah, I also got this piece of Purple Heart. It's not very much, so I might try to do some inlays with it or something like that. It's I think it's 3/4. Yeah, it's a little over 11/16, by 1.5 inches. So I'll probably save it for doing some inlays, something like that. And I also thought about making me a cross. I hope so, Bice. I hope so. Where I can start getting to where, other than the days I have to go mow my yards, try to do a live, or at least get some kind of video, short, something like that on a daily basis. Maybe, I don't know. No. Phone keeps ringing. Eric, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Hope you're having a good day. John, what's going on, brother? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you and the kids are doing well. Oh, not much, Eric. Just killing some time this morning. Had to come out here and clean up my mess I left out here over a week ago that I hadn't gotten out here. When I started feeling better, I had to fix the lawnmower and everything else before I could really get doing anything. We got some rain. Hey, rain can be a good thing, as long as it ain't a flood. Craig, good morning, brother. How you doing, bro? Just been showing off my wood. You know what I mean. Trying to figure out what all I'm going to do with it. The 3 Josephs. What knows the 3 wise men? I just hit 200, did I? Let me refresh here. All right, go back to live. Oh, I did 200. Hot damn. How'd I do that? Who else? I thought most people in here were already subbed to me. Wow. Damn, yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Bice. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, 200. Yeah. Smack that ass. Oops, sorry, buddy. Thank you. No, right. Now, let's see if I can keep that for a few days. Man, no matter, I'll still do it. I'll make up I got a thing ready on, well, it's not completely ready, but not a banner, but yeah. On, what's that app? What's that damn app I'm looking for? It ain't on this one. Canva, I got to put up so I can show it. Plato, they're going to start calling you something else. Every time they say your name, it says naked. It don't matter how they say it. Baldy. your name, it comes up naked. I do not understand that. Can I fix that? Let's see here. Reactions, no. Community moderation, what is that? Oh, that turns off, so I can't have community. No, I don't want to do that. Moderation activity, what is that? That's off. Timestamps, we ain't worried about what time it was you said something. Reactions are on, yeah, you can do that. I ain't worried about that. It ain't, I can't fix that, I guess. Okay. Turn auto translate off. Auto translate. Auto translate. Okay, that's not on this. I'd have to go. I probably got to do that on YouTube Studio, don't I? In the browser. Let me see up here. Extensions, copy, auto, Chrome, Zoom, print, find and edit, no, cast, nope, app info, nope, extensions, nope, copy URL, open Chrome, nope. Okay, so it's not in my browser there. Chat GPT. I've got it. I downloaded it, but I haven't used it yet. So now I use VN Editor to edit my videos. Yes. I'm just wondering if I go into my studio, which I can't open because I'm afraid if I open it now, it's going to kill my feed that I can't see you guys. Yeah, VN Editor. So I'm starting to get more used to it. It's editing software, DaVinci Resolve. Then I tried using AI. I like that I can use a template now. Yeah, I tried using the templates, and I don't understand the templates in VN. At the end, like I want to add something at the end, I just use the I can't even remember what it's called now, where I can just put like a thanks and things like that up, type it in. I see a lot of people using that CapCut. Is that what it's called? I've seen several that use it. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have to go on and check out when everybody's got their next lives and stuff like that, like Vice and stuff. Make sure I don't have to do it on a night, like on a Saturday night when nobody else has got something scheduled. And schedule it for a 200. 9mm in the house. How's it going, bud? Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we're almost at noon. Been on here for a little while. I got a late start this morning. Took me a little longer. I had to go water the flowers and stuff like that for the wife. That's why I try to do this. Make this to where if I fill it up and put it in that damn flower bed, maybe it lasts a little longer than those bulbs that she's been buying. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Put a watermark at the end. Now, YouTube, I can go in on the YouTube editor, not editor, but studio, and there's a place in your that you can put a watermark on it, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know anything about that. Paleto, there's a bald guy again. Hey, Paleto, bald guy. I wonder if you try calling him bald guy, see if it comes up Paleto. Let me try that. No, didn't do it to me. But if you say Paleto, it didn't do it to me. Yep, then out there it did. That's funny. I'll have to figure something out there. Play-Doh. Yeah, it didn't do it. Yeah, it didn't do it. I don't. That's DaVinci Resolves. What you guys are talking about. This first time I've heard of it. Do something here. Yeah. Joe, you're up to. You are up to 104 subs. Right on. That's cool. Y'all make sure you sub to Joseph Emmons there. He makes some awesome stuff. He's very, very talented. You're welcome, Joe. You're welcome. He sent me some pictures and stuff, man. He's got the knack. Okay, community. Thanks for coming in here, brother. Appreciate it very much. You have a wonderful day. Yeah, his windmills are cool as hell. That one, that windy day, that one, it was getting it. It's just standing right there taking it. It's cool as hell. Yeah, that big one, that thing looked like a damn car fan. Just getting it. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I got to do something with this right here. Put it in a better spot so people see it. It's dirty right now. This is some of the first things I made, try selling. Made them out of pallet slats. Anybody ever seen it hanging up there? Put different little sayings on and stuff like that. Yeah, I just took my little router and set it up on there, and took tried taking them out the best I can. It wasn't perfect because that was some of the first stuff I done with a router, but then use stencils and a magic marker and that, and then put a coat of polyurethane on them. I'm just selling them. We got a place down the road by the gas stations down the road, and there's an empty lot that a lot of people set up to sell junk, in my word, but old stuff and things like that. Some try to sell fruits and vegetables, things like that. I don't know where I could set this thing up at. Ain't got nowhere over there. I need to get it to where it gets seen all the time. But I put different sayings on and stuff like that. Put it there, it'll hide that. Now I'll figure it out later. But I had several of them made. Sold all of them, but that one didn't sell, so I just kept it. I said, well, I'll just keep it. All right, Calvin, have a good one, brother. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Oh, finding me. How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good day. Afternoon now, yep. Just pray. I missed it. He must have been on real early. I missed him. Didn't know he was live. Yeah, I'll have to get me a screw put in and hang it back there where it gets seen while I'm on my lives. Now you guys see those? They're facing the right way, ain't they? Like I flipped them around when Brewer was giving me hell one morning. Getting ready to go on lunch. Got to get that body nourished. Hell, I ain't even eat breakfast or anything this morning. I'm bad about that. I'll get busy and get going stuff and won't even eat. Wife gets mad as hell at me. Woo! She gives me hell. All you had to do is say something and I'll fix you something. Oh, I know you will. I get busy and doing things and go on. Got out and feeding the chickens and feeding the birdies and Cameron. JTC. How many people we got in here? We got 15 watching. I got how many, like 23 likes? Hell yeah, I appreciate it very much, y'all. Thank you very much. Hit 200. I'll get me a thing posted up. I just got to check everybody's scheduled events, make sure I don't overlap somebody, and have me a nice giveaway. I got a lot of nice items, and might even have something else built by that time. And get everybody, as many people as I can involved. I got all kinds of neat things. Not only stuff that's built, but stuff that was gifted to me from an awesome person, Judge him. Y'all know him. He made me some awesome things. Now, I don't know if anybody particularly want this stuff, but you got a coffee mug. I don't use mugs, but you know, if somebody would be wouldn't mind having something like this as a memento. That's funny. Got a coaster he made me. Pretty cool. You got a keychain, still wrapped up in the plastic. And I got a couple Christmas ornament things he made me. Got this one, it's the white, like my stickers. And this one here, he made me, that's got the flag. I love this one. You know, I'll have these up for grabs. I don't have my tumbler out here right now. I've used it. I think it's getting washed. I used it the other day. I got all kinds of neat things I've made. My wall decor, little plant stands. Hell, even though this thing wasn't made perfect, my little picnic table thing I made. A lot of you seen that one. Condiment holder. And a few other things like a catch-all tray and stuff like that. That'd be great, Vice. Chuddy, good morning. Well, afternoon for me. Good morning for you. You like that 9mm? I love it. I messed up on my assembly of it, but other than that, I mean, it's still functional. Yeah, I've been at band camp. Yes, she has. She's been busy. Chuddy. Okay, Chuddy turns into Skinny. That's funny. Yeah, camera, I like that flag one myself. Well, yeah, I understand that, Vice. I understand that completely. That when I was feeling bad, I couldn't handle the heat them days. My grass got bad, and I finally got it mowed yesterday. But yeah, when I do my giveaway, I'll put up a bunch of stuff out, show everybody, and then my winners, they'll get to pick their choice, whatever they want, and then I'll ship it to them. Yeah, that's the way mine is. At that time, because we had gotten several rainstorms come in the evening, and it got bad. It was about almost knee high, some of it. How is it just 8 foot walls, Bice, in your shop? I hear you, 9 millimeter. I got one patch around the front door that grows great. I mean, really beautiful, thick green grass. And the rest of the grass is just sparse. Yeah, I wish I could help him move too. I can't afford to get up there to him. As I was thinking, I know concrete around here, concrete's really expensive, but you might be able to, if it's gravel, we might be able to frame you a floor. I don't, it's up to you, but just an idea I had. I mean, concrete would actually be the way to go, but if it don't have you'd have to do something along the edge to stop. You know what I'm saying? Jackass, a mule, like a rented mule. Smack that ass. Yeah, you'll have to in a second. They get cold there in the winter. That's right. He's gonna be happy about it. And get his happy ass going. But 9 millimeter, you in Arizona? Is it? I think if I remember right. Maybe not. Oh shit. Oh, Spokane, Washington. Washington. Why was I thinking? Well, hopefully it's got windows in it, so you don't have to do a whole lot of framing windows. Yeah, see, that's why I was saying, Vice. I wasn't sure. I know concrete's expensive, and that's what I do. I just put a bunch, frame it in a 2x6, 16 on center, put some 3/4 treated plywood on it. Good to go. That way, you get to spill anything on it or water on it or anything like that, it don't rot. That's what they got. This one right here, because that's why I specified that when I asked for this one. I said I wanted treated plywood on the floor. No windows. Well, it's not that hard to frame them in. Hell, I had my window over there. It wasn't there because I only had one window put in it just to save money. Uh, Down on the other end, down there by where the door is, because I did at that time. It basically just going to be something to mess around in, and so I framed that window in down here. And eventually, probably what I'm going to end up doing is making that one bigger and get a bigger AC unit. Yeah, I understand that. Monsters only got. I shared him one time. I thought he'd have more. Thought I was sub to him. Yeah, I'm sub to him. He needs to make him an intro. Introduce himself. Hey, I had to. That's why this door I made here, I had to put a kickboard on the outside of it because when it rains, it splashes off my step up on my floor, and it made my floor start kind of peeling just a little bit. I had some rain, not rain, but water, Thompson's water seal that I could put on it, but it had sat so long that when I went to put it on there, it come out in chunks, and I thought, "Oh, this ain't no good anymore." So that didn't work. Oh, snake hunting! I love snaking. 12 by 24, Cameron. 12 wide, 24 long. Actually, a little small. That's outside dimensions, so 7 inches shorter, both directions. An old Texas trick, Pice, is use get some burlap rope, put around things, and the snakes won't cross it. Plywood, how you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good day. Staying cool. I think everybody's dealing with the heat wave. Oh, back up, back up. Don't do that. Back up. Well, I wish it'd cool down here a little bit. At least get back down in the 80s. Stay in the mid 90s. It's supposed to real feel supposed to be 108 today. The other day, what's the day? Today's Thursday. Tuesday it was 114 real feel. I hate it. Humidity like 80%. Ridiculous. I mean, and today there's no breeze. It's like 2 mile an hour wind. Yesterday it wasn't so bad. We had like a 10 mile an hour breeze. When I was mowing out there yesterday, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I sweated, but I didn't. It wasn't like I was just pouring it off of me. I got soaked the shirt, but like today, if I were to try to do it today, it'd be running off of me like a waterfall, which I sweat bad anyway. Yeah, I take 75 any day, bro. I take 75 every day. RACs, I hope it lasts. It has worked its ass off this year. It gets, it'd be running all day long, just nonstop. And the thermostat in the house will say it's 76 degrees, and it just feels like an oven in there. Wife gets, especially if I start to cook or something like that, it gets hotter than all get out. Damn, Vice. That's why I'm glad we don't live in Jacksonville, because Jacksonville has an FPL and they ripped us off. I'm so glad we have Clay County. Our bills half of what it would be in Jacksonville. Yeah, if you got one that has a thermostat, when you go to the new county, Bice, will you change electric companies or still on the same electric company? Great. I'm glad to hear that. That's a good thing. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I had an idea for the cupcake challenge, Vice. Take some pieces of plywood, get them glued together, so many layers, however tall you want to make it. Get them glued together, nice, straight, and everything like that. And of course, you're scared of the hole saws, so I may not want to do that. Take my hole saw, cut the outer ring, and then take, yeah, Forstner bit and cut the inside. And then sand it outside how you want it, shape it how you want it, like that. And the lid's going to be a different story. But that was my idea for the cupcake challenge. I don't know. It was an idea. Yeah, it's ridiculous how it can change from just one company to another. No doubt, Bias, no doubt. Just a different company that builds you. Well, that's like where we're at. Yeah, that's like where we're at. All the power comes from basically the same power source. I mean, it all comes from the same power source, distributed amongst the different companies. It's ridiculous how it works. This company will charge you 4 or 5 times much as this company, and not be just a county apart, a county line. It's ridiculous. What was it? Does this thing kill my power? No, it don't shut it off. That's a good thing. Rhinestone Suzanne. Oh, good afternoon. How you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Damn, Eric. Yeah, that's a big increase. Yeah, I seen that. That's some awesome stuff you made for her, Zach. That was some cool stuff. Baldy. That's cool. That's weird how it does that. Whatever that. Oh man. Well, let's see. How long have I been on here? Been on here 2 hours, 10 minutes. Uh, think. Damn, Plato. Where are you? Where's is it? What state you live in, Plato? I was thinking you somewhere. You're up north, aren't you? But I had an idea for a table. Well, not I had an idea. I seen a table I like to build, and I've got this 1 by 12 left over here from something I was doing. Idaho. Yeah, River Electric. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need to get some of that bright white sealant put on that roof. Reflect that shit off there. I just did a roof for a lady that I mow her yard. She's got a tiny house right next to her. She rents out, and it had uh, developed a little leak somewhere, and it was at the back of the roof or back of the house was one place that dripped in at. So I went and got that. Shit, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a thick coating that you roll it on, brush it on, you do mop it on if you want, and covered the entire roof for her. And it stopped the leaks. And she actually told me it actually helped lower the electric bill from the AC being ran. But I've seen this, and this one's got a few knots in it, so I may not be able to use it for it. But yeah, cool seal. But there's one brand that's real thick, and it's got like a 10-year warranty on it once you put it on there. And it works best if you do it in 2 layers. Do one, wait a few days, make sure it sets up real good, and then do it again. Let's see if I can find this table I want to build. I got a picture of it off the internet. This right here. Can you see it? There's too much glare. Hard to see, ain't it? Damn it, what? There. That's something I'm going to do here in the very near future. Pretty cool. It's a table. Side table. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with a 1x12. I got to start designing the legs. Go fishing on the Mississippi. He's got, don't it have a pond, Zach? Something like that, or something near it or something? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, Zach Bice makes some awesome mallets. In that little bitty tiny space. Just imagine what he's going to do in that big space he gets. But yeah, the legs are kind of like a lightning bolt in a way, you know, that they're offset, come down, and then they alternate around it. So and then you got to know how big your top's going to be. So the top basically has to be a square, an exact square, and then that determines, going to determine everything on your top, or on the width of your legs from the top to the bottom. So it's all, just got to get that worked out. So if your top, you know, this is running 11 1/4. Yeah, a strong 11 1/4. And so it'd be 11 1/4 by 11 1/4. So my legs would start out, would end up being, because the way they show that one, the legs are in just a little bit from the edge. So you want to go with probably about 10 3/4 for the outside dimensions of the leg, from the outside of the leg to the outside of the leg at the bottom. So you have to get that all drawn out on here. And then whatever your height's going to be, that just determines, you know, how tall you want your table. A side table is normally probably what, 24 inches. So I mean, it's not going to be that hard to really figure out. Oh wow, that's great, Bice. Boy, she'll love that. Save on gas. Hell yeah. 40 feet from the back door. That's awesome. Boy, I'd love to have that. Which We've got Black Creek not too far from us, and all I gotta do is just hook up to the boat and go. It takes about, I don't know, 15 minutes to get there, if that. I haven't been fishing yet this year. This sucks. Dan's One Turning. Welcome in, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Them bites have to run you out of power extension out so somebody can hook their camper up. Well, you need at least a 30 amp for most people, or even just put a plug on the outside of your shed. Put them on a separate breaker. Damn. Yeah, I don't. Without looking at what he's got, I wouldn't. I didn't know what to. I know 30 amps not that hard to add. So if he's running off a house and everything like that, I don't know what his setup is. That's why I said 30 amp. Because a 30 amp would at least run their ACs and stuff. Taking adoptions. You already had Van adopt you, Cameron. You're pre-adopted. You can't go to another one. Hurt Van's feelings. Man, I wish I could run my tools and work and chat and everything else at the same time. Man, that sucks. I apologize for being so damn boring, y'all. I wish I could. One day, I'll get it all together, get my act straight. Welcome back, Suzanne. You're adopting me, John? I throw bigger fits than your children. If I don't get my snacks at the right time, I throw big fit. Well, I mean, I guess I could work on some dovetail. Oh, I got to go to the store. I got to get me a red ink pen, a red fine point ballpoint ink pen. I gotta do that. I gotta put that in my phone. If I could, yeah, I gotta get that. Put that in my notes here. I need a red No, I got the 9/64 drill bit. I don't need that anymore. All right, so I need a red fine point pin. And that's, well, we'll leave it at that. I know what I got to get. I know that. All right, Joe, you be careful, brother. Tell them truck drivers hurry the hell up. Tell them you've been waiting all damn morning. I used to drive a truck. I hated that when they give me shit. Suzanne. But the last time I worked on my dovetails, this was the results. Aim this down a little bit here. We still got a little bit more work to do. That was the end of the last time I worked on them. That was just messing around with a larger one, playing around. Like my little ones, when I do like 3/4 inch wide ones. Didn't work out so well. And the main thing that I'm learning is, I don't know how many of you actually work with dovetails, is your saw teeth stick out just a little bit. So they're not directly straight in the line. So you got to know which side. Like this side right here is the side the teeth actually stick out just a little bit on this side of my blade. So I got to know that when I go to cut, so I don't cut it too wide. Hey Valhalla, how you doing, brother? Hope your day's going well. And it makes a big difference when you're lining up your saw to cut your dovetail. Well, that's cool, Pilato. Dr. Suzanne. Yeah, and I'll give you all a little piece of advice. Where are they at? I gotta find them. I think I put them away. But those dovetail fixtures that you can get on Amazon, the black ones, don't waste your money. Do not waste your money on them. Make sure you go with the what the hell? Cat's Moses. Cat's Moses will stick. The other ones won't. It won't. The other ones, you can't even pick them up. They won't even stay in place. So there's that. and they're plastic, a soft plastic versus that hard acrylic that is. That the Cast Moses is a hard acrylic. Now I got my dividers. I got my dividers off of Amazon, and they're good. Now these aren't the locking type. I mean, that like you see a lot of the guys use have a locking type that you can lock it down and it won't move. But I mean, these are good. They work, and they're nice and sharp and everything. And they're heavy, well made. They work well. I got them off Amazon. And then my fret saw, I didn't get the big one like BV's got. I got the smaller version, a little cheaper, more what I could afford. And then the blades, I actually ordered them off, I can't remember who I ordered them off of. The fret saw blades, because I tried the spiral blades, they don't work. They break real easy. I'm trying to remember who I got them. I don't think I got them off of Amazon. Trying to think of who I got them from. I don't think I got those off Amazon. Let's see here. Reorders, buy again. Yeah, I did get them off there. How can I share that? Was it you, Bryce, that said something about the blades? Yeah, the spiral blades, I think you're going to have a problem with them. Are you using just a regular coping saw, Bryce? Or do you have a fret saw? Coping saw? Is it like this? You clamp the blades in. Yeah, that's what I got. Because I got that fret saw, I got it off Amazon. I can't remember how much it was. But here are the fret saw blades. Can I get on Amazon on my laptop and share it? Can I do that? I could share it to Discord though, couldn't I? Yeah, I can share it to Discord. Put it in Bearded Vikings ideas and feedback. I just sent it there. That's the fret saw blades. It's in ideas and feedback, Zach. And yeah, my fret saw is not that deep either. But what you do is once you get your saw blade in it, and tighten down with the fret saw blades. Now the round ones you can't, but you take a pair of needle nose and turn your blade just a little bit. Okay, because I'm right-handed. Okay, and what you're seeing is probably reversed, but I'm right-handed. So you get your blade in there, and your blade straight up and down. Take your saw blade, take your needle nose. Once you get it tight, and then twist your blade just a little bit. And that way your saw's not having to go flat. You can keep your saw up at an angle a little bit, if you follow what I'm talking about, so that your blade is sitting at a light angle like this. Now, I don't know if what your distance is on your coping saw versus what my fret saw is. Now on this coping saw, of course, you got a bolt that goes straight through this one, roughly about 4 3/4 or so here, distance between the locks. And then on the fret saw, it's 5 inches. So those blades are like 5 inches, which the description will tell you how long they are. And the fret saw, to where like that coping saw, it just pinches them. The fret saw actually locks down. When you lock down on it, it's actually locking down on the flat part of the blade, locking the blade in itself. You're not just pinching it in between two pieces of metal. The fret saw, I think I paid, I don't know, $80, $50, something like that. I can't remember exactly. I have to look it up. I got it at a good time when I bought it. Right now, it's, yeah, $119 as they've gone up on their price. The bigger one's $144. They got another different one, the Cat's Moses 19, which is a 6-inch fret saw, is $169. So, you know. And here's one that's for $35. Let's see. No, it uses pins and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think I'd use that one. No, that one uses round blades. Yeah, that's a jeweler. It's real small. So yeah, the one that I had bought is now up to $119. I think I got it for like $89 or something like that, somewhere in there. Mr. Old Pass, shalom, shalom. How you doing this morning or this afternoon? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's higher than a giraffe's butthole. Yes, sir, it is. But yeah, it's going up a little bit in price. I mean, but it's well worth it. I mean, that's just our economy nowadays. But the one like BV's, that sucker's almost $200, the big one. But his, you don't have to worry about that twisting the blade or anything. You can make a box 9 inches wide, 9 inches tall, and it'll still cut it. And then there's also, you know, you got the option when you start cutting them, then you turn it around and cut from the other direction. All depends on how wide and how tall you're making your box. You know, Cam's always making them jokes at me. But that's a good one. You don't always have to cope with your saw. Spiral blades, they were okay, but it's like you can't get the tension, enough tension in them. So when you start cutting, they start bowing, and I snapped a couple. And the saw that I bought, the string actually just came in like a piece of rope. So you put it in there, get it in there, and then just cut it and go on about your way. But yeah, it didn't work out so well. And that was using it on popular, so I don't know what it'd be like on hardwood. Hey, was Pope in here earlier? I didn't see him. If I did, I missed him. I don't recall seeing him. Hot, 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 hot. Yeah, it's like about 93 in here now. Yeah, I understand. It takes a pretty small blade. That SK7 is pretty small. They're pretty small. They're tiny. Turn really easy, everything. They are tiny. Yeah, I tried regular coping saw in the beginning, and you can't turn it at all. And then if you try doing it, cutting early and trying to get going one direction, get that to that corner, then come back and do it the other, just a big hassle. That didn't work so well. Not for me, anyway. And then I got my chisels, and then I got my chisel sharpener now, so I got to sharpen them up and stuff like that. It's probably something I'll be doing tonight, getting them all nice and sharp, because they're not the sharpest coming out of the factory. Yeah, that was me, guys. That's why I just broke down, bought that fret saw. And I said, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it right. Got to do it right. It's like it's just like my pull saw. I bought a cheap one at Lowe's. I thought this would give me something, and I got the Sayer. What is it called? Can't remember the name of it right now. It came with a 400 grit and a 1,000 grit. This one here. Lock it in. You got this here tells you your angle. Make sure you're getting your right angle. Stick it in here. And you slide. Of course, this comes up all the way, like so. Get this closed down on your chisel. Oop, wrong way, wrong way. Open up a little bit. Just close down on your chisel. And you can find your angle of your chisel. So I can get it right. Nope, mine's not hitting right, so I got to take this off and line it up here. I believe mine was about you got my glasses on, so it's kind of hard to see. Mine's a 25 degree. Yeah, 25 degree. And what I'm going to have to do, you just set it down on here, slide it out. Make sure that's laying flat there. Like so, tighten that down on that. Put this in the middle. There it is. Tighten these Allen wrenches down, or Allen nuts down, screws. So it puts this in the middle of my tighten that down on that. Make sure stuff's here is tight. And back and forth. It's got a nice wide wheel, so you don't end up rocking it off of. Some of them I seen had a skinny wheel right here that didn't work so well. And I also seen somebody did a trick. They took where'd my cup go? They took a magic marker and went across the blade like so. And you see if you're hitting your point. And then you can turn it over to your 1,000. Sharp. But that's the system I've got. I can't remember the damn name of it, and don't say it on here. There's a certain name, Saker, something like that. I can look it up and tell you. All right, Suzanne, thanks for coming by. Have a great day. It's too far. Bye again. Yeah, right here. It's no, don't have a brand name. I thought it was a Saker or something like that. But it's the Yizin store who sold it. Here, if you want to take a picture of that or something, let me get over here and try to get out some bright ass light. Plato, you on our Discord? Or do you just, I can share it on a, oh, okay. I don't know if I can, I don't have, I don't think I have that on my laptop here. No, I don't have Amazon on my laptop. How can I share this? Waynona-san! How you doing this morning? Hope you're having a good day. All right, Cam. You have a good day, brother. We'll catch you later. I'll tell you what I can do, though, Plato. Email me and I can send you a link that way if you want it. Oh, okay, all right. No, I need to do though. I need to do that. Oh, you're gonna yank them, huh? Get them yanked, get them yanked. And then we can call you a gummy. I had bad teeth growing up and stuff. Had issues. Once I got all mine pulled out, man, I was such a big relief. Didn't have it, damn jaws swelling up, teeth hurting all the damn time. You know, such a big relief. Yeah, I need to work on that, Pilato. I think I'm going to do that. I know Brewer did that, but I'm sure there's probably a better system out there than that one right there. That's just at the time, that's what I could afford. Shine them gold ones up, huh? They do that for you at the car wash. Just smile as you go through, open your window. You been doing okay, Winona? Yeah, you just list them in your description. Is that how you do it, Plato? They have to actually buy something, right? That's good, Wayne. I'm glad to hear it, brother. I'm glad to hear it. Man, it's getting hot in here, guys. I don't know how much longer I'm going to make it. I'm going to try my damnedest to get my power. It's 94. Oh, pin them on the first comment. I hear you. Yeah, I guess. So it's not just a matter of them clicking on it. They got to actually buy it, right? I know that this thing I have here would work better. Would work better if my shanks were longer on this. But I mean, it does all right. It ain't perfect. But I need a longer chisel. The blade part of the chisel itself needs to be longer to get to the angle that they have on it. But over time, maybe me grinding it, maybe I can get it workable. Oh, just so it's just basically they use that link to get to Amazon, and if they purchase something, regardless whether it's the item you linked, you get the credit for it. That's cool. I got you. I got you. You see what I got hanging back here, Plato? Or not Plato? I mean Wayne on it. For all my Canadian brothers. Dunderman, how you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good day. Good to see you here. I hit 200 this morning. I'm gonna have me a 200 subscriber giveaway here shortly. After I get off here, I got to work on who's all got things going on. It'll probably have to be a Saturday night. It's gonna be my best bet. I know, like Bice has got some stuff scheduled on Saturday evenings. Maybe even Van Lot. I got to check that and see what's going on as far as people having things scheduled, because I don't want to overlap or be in anybody's way. Have a little giveaway party. I'll get it announced here in the next day or two. And if any of y'all have an alternate account or anything like that, you can sub to me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dunder. Thank you very much. Got a notification all the checks are complete from my latest long form video. Yeah, no doubt, Eric. Man, I'd give a bunch of it away. It's hot. I appreciate it, Dunderman. Yeah, we're real feel supposed to get up to 108 today. So it's going to be miserable. Miserable. It's 94 in here now, and that's with my fan blowing. And I'm sure it don't help none with the fan or the lights on and everything else. So I want to get some of those LED lights. They don't put out the heat like these fluorescents and that 2 halogen. Yeah. Busy man, Joseph. Busy man. Yeah, I'm probably going to get off here in just a few minutes. I've been on here, damn, near 3 hours. Woo! No wonder. It's almost 1. That's after 1 o'clock. Jesus. Man. That damn, I gotta see if we can get that turned. I'll have to check that out in the studio to see if I can fix that where it don't show up on the lives. That AI. All right, Eric, I appreciate you stopping in, brother. You have a good day. Be careful out there on the roads if they're wet. Yeah, they're showing. Yep, take it easy, brother. Yeah, well, I think I will call it. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank y'all for helping me hit 200. And I'll get a little short video out about that here next day or two. And I'm going to get out of this heat for a little bit, give me something to eat, and work on that. I'm actually going to have to take the laptop in the house to work on that. Yeah, I hear you, monster. It's bad. It's going to be bad today. It's been bad for a while, but I'm doing okay. I'll be all right. Yeah, good seeing all of you. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Love each and every one of you. And as the saying goes, you've been blessed by God. Now go be a godly blessing. Thank you all very much. I'm going to turn you on.